All right. Good evening. That's here for ne episode 4 for Era One Radio and Otaibo channel. You bring baby a water and free beer and your pesa your fasa konya way na yamao akwaba strong con to and your financial program no. In himself a blessing to you. Now, like we always say, no. A lot of information on how you share or how we are just hoping sir at least when you're to making some changes or you're sitting and with information you share and my you be now quite basa watching free either Modern Ghana or Taibo channel Facebook and as a YouTuber yamawa kwaba too and you no yeah Bema Penny Isaac Berkonso Akwaba for all the time, and in fact, say I can say I can how busy near Messia like this time of the year and Yasam Ketua, but and nam Mohudonti and nam say we feel say we are also obligated to the community to share this information until all the time you make it time and to come and share some of these vital information. Until Penny Isaac, Yama Kwaba to a numeric program and all. Yabema Okwan no ama yatie for so Akwaba na yashe Jumadi na see numeric.
All right. Yabeda Yamiasa say was our chair and come na yentimasa about Jumadi so I was here. Said the business to choose to consider. Said ye cano de Biano. Very simple. Cause se bi oha so we fa phone fra na se so ne kasa like we charge no some amount per hour but 100 days say 1 hour na ye be di sa much information na inipa me ensa na nine e di mamuni na no concurrent na free and sometimes we are saying no more free and ye are taking it for granted but we are still doing it because we know that there are some people who are and they're more serious or more taking it seriously. It is when you're taking it seriously, you better encourage you to taking it seriously. If you have to go anywhere, that should be as a okay. I'm hoping it must stay on this for a very long time. ABA because it's a used to be otherwise, you didn't even as a see when another so when another so we are. I heard Kase me when and Kabana is too late. Seriously, I believe it's my boy. That's it.
All right, Penny Isaac, Akwaba, that was super for welcoming our listeners no and your no yes inti yasan amaye na ye ho akwaba na amaye tiefo nso hina akwaba to your premier financial advisory program no like the name nankasa suggest no it's an advice and the and ye hina no we are all learning inti no the yete wo ha no the sometimes the yankra ye ka wo ha no nyeni hina na ye hina no yetumi ehye ye ho so na yetumi edi so nkonem but at the end of it no ye boy ho modern say information bi a ye be share o bi an so ye de ebeye adwuma ni ade em say last week nyame eye ya dom ye started your discussion on taxes na the ntia ye hia say you tackle the topic taxes and no the season a woman on says what about this part of the world now from January all the way to advance the deadline which this year no be April 18th now a time where bebre no how my stressed out they don't even know what to do, how to start it. And you decided say you back some of this in fact it's not necessarily like say we're planning for what taxes but information be a share or be no about bringing like an awareness to you in terms of some person requirement taxes what are some of the things I need to look for what are some of the questions I need to ask? And what are some of the preparation some year? In fact, I can't have so many times the last time we said, you move a you taxes. The only thing you take it to our tax preparer sometimes is just W2. And one no. Now, you expect to say the tax preparer anymore beside questions, no, who away, would you way by, why you way. Unfortunately, na all tax preparers na was no to be asking all these questions. No. They expect to say, no, you can't prepare. Say, a W2, sir, you come with it. 1099s, you come with it. 1098, you come with it. So what charitable donations, receipts, you come with your money. And these are some of the information you bring it the awareness into yina. Sanya beya. So why your taxes are great. A be suyanhunu wafa bi mo. Yes. But if you have 1 year, what do I need to do? What are some of the things I need to do? Into yabesha nihina so. But and you focus on like 3 different things. Nyamiya abdomnasa emre ebemwa. Last week, you can BB FA tax evasion and tax avoidance. Oh, as the names suggest, on say avoidance, idea what try say obey avoid it, unim say dear way, no kwani, but me pese me pese me fa say. In a evasion, unim say dear way a me ye, and yan no kwan so. Miankasa me no I have that guilty conscience beside they are me metimu me, but I'm not 100% sure say yeah and I say yeah. Into your say take some time na Penny Isaac a boy ye me who say a cancer tax evasion and the day. Now, what are some of the examples? You can say tax avoidance and also any day, and what are some of the examples? Into Penny Isaac, so over to me aboying on that side, now at least you tier for no, enya a better understanding of some of these things, and now a be as you fall into the habit of doing it, yet to me, a jaisa and your man on tea.
Yeah, I'm saying what the kind introduce you topic in very well. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now I think that most likely I can ask them last week, but they decided to do. It's a very important issues with taxation. Say who year and be a bit or how be a bread. And the evasion and avoidance. You know, the words speak for themselves. Say cause evasion. Evasion is like doing something that is not permitted by law. In other words, evasion is illegal, it's not legal. Generally, the categories are evasion will follow within here. 1, if you are claiming deductions that you are not entitled to claim. Your examples will be, for example, mem fancy beer, or 1099. So when we say 1099, normally no, the employer does not withhold taxes because almost consider as an independent contractor. How you're self-employed. In general, almost withhold taxes on 1099. It is or 1099 or follow taxes, and I have to be all the taxes. But the good thing is that with 1099, you are able to claim some deductions that are related to that 1099. And the main fancy beer, Bibi is a car mileage I would treat for sa and your mano. For sa 1099, you mala could make claim any other expenses. But so on say, so be or what a beer, not the tax preparer that cautious woman, and not even know that cautious will say, oh, I own a beer a business. And me advertising me not 1099 in income in our some said away own your taxes. It is a bonus as you so more you are trying to evade taxes. And there was a typical example. Obi for me, I think about a year or two ago. I say, Obi and taxes man on that. Or the shares was only truck business. A boy money a big refund as they say. I for say, or mommy proof was the truck business and with documentation. Otherwise, he has to pay back 11,000, which includes, what he was supposed to have owned plus penalties and interest. And the person said, "Did you own or do you own a truck business?" I said, "Debbie, me only be And I'm saying, "Did you see them on the return?" I said, "Yeah, I saw it, but I saw a good amount of refund." And yeah, don't improve. Yeah, it's simple. You'll have to go back and pay the money. Now, no, so which one prove on a kasi say into money like liability no. And the I say very careful because sometimes tax preparers be or when you go to them, their objective is to make sure that they give you a lot of refund so that they can keep you as a client. And this do tax returns and now says, "Why I'm say I'm not so educated and relax it and you use this guy and no bisa questions." Na even so educated class, so if you're from our no one no musa was hey mommy, do you some do are tight 20,000. Now I know what you are saying. No, you see a lot of them. So, when you claim some of those deductions that you're not entitled to claim, you are trying to evade taxes. And you talk about some of the consequences. The other aspect in it is trying to underpay or no, trying to basically underreport income, which means trying to underpay taxes. Essentially. So when you try to understate your income, you are also trying to evade taxes. Because obi to make us say, oh, especially more, I don't know why you're my dear. To both say, I'm not taking control no house. Hey, this year, me income no cost me or the to be 6,000 or 7 days. Just what me work at 3,000, but some funds me refund 500. And then my funds on the account next year. Yeah, yeah, tell me say any document related to a particular tax year no is for that tax year. That's the reason why IRS, I am ready say follow taxes, 7,000 taxes in a woman. Or 3 years from April 18th to file an amendment to taxes now 2022 there no. In case they be as this year no last year documents now filing for this year no. So be me say anase be for ni so kwana so no by December this year kwana or next year kwana, you still have 3 years from the filing due date to file that amendment that means you are amending what you've done already. So all the documents will still flow back into the OA already, and we have way to do the amendment. In the new argument say we be told that next year there as our honorable say I for now adjustments amendments in the apparel no catches and they can only interest in penalty as so the tax evasion no when you try to underestimate your income and also underreport your income. One other when you are trying to conceal your assets that are taxable. So men fancy beer or properties beer you have to say so buy call a state like Virginia a property tax state. So they charge they charge taxes on properties. Vehicles in almost charge tax. If you try to do that, that's a tax system and even at the federal level, ABI was talks to be what some capital gains, like ABI some real estate to be not one tremor for 2 years out of the 5 years, and you do not own it for 5 years. That means that you have to pay taxes on any gains you have in your and you are trying to consider it and not to report. All those types, they constitute tax evasion. Now, one of the dire consequences of tax evasion is Now the statute of limitations, it becomes unlimited. What I'm saying is that normally, if I file my taxes like this year, deadline is April 18th. 3 years from April 18th, is within those 3 years. Now I can say, oh, we want to audit you. But say me, come and that's 3 years, they have no right to come to me to audit again. So now the statutes for of limitation for filing your taxes generally is 3 years from the filing due date. But when you decide to underreport or understate your income by 25% or more, meaning say your income was 100,000 and you think say maybe W2 be 25,500, let's say be 26,000 you've understated your income by 25% or more. Now, in that case, the statute of limitations will extend to 6 years. That's it doubles. That means also deadline for this year, within 6 years, instead of the normal 3 years, within 6 years, IRS can pursue you for an audit and they can do anything they want to you. But when you evade taxes, which is at this point, trying to dodge paying taxes, now there's no statute of limitations. In other words, while you are alive, it makes it even more dangerous. Evasion, no. You have to avoid that.
Yeah, Penny Isaac, answer about avoidance, clarifies invasion because this is a very good information. I think about your friend is your TF4 no our discussion on say in fact one mentioned some of these things now I considered like invasion there. One of the bigger I have seen, and people, especially on more self-employed, and I used to like 1099. And you rightly said, sir, try as much as possible, sir. Income, you be used to all these different expenses near the artiso. So your taxable income, less. Now your tax liability, Now, it is good. I mean, you can do all that and get away with it. But another issue at the brain, long term, is for example, my income 1099 was maybe infants of 200,000. My all these expenses, my chichini na no income no be show say me only bear 30,000 or 40,000 a taxable. Fine. A bedroom stage be upasa ukoto dine or upasa ukoji loan be for something. What the tax returns beko? When they are reviewing at the they are looking at the bottom line of income one kasa a year income. Until at this point, yes, you made 200,000, but on your tax returns and it's showing say your actual taxable income is only about 20 or 30,000. Then they tell you, say, in fact, you don't have enough income to qualify for the loan. Not one tiasia because you think and say, oh, 200,000 but we have a bank fund, they are basing it only on Sika Ebeka 17. And now, so now they are qualify you for the loan or not. Inti yapese yetie for na special more 1099 yes, some of the expenses no qualify for near there, but I say we are careful so about the future consequences de bebro when na opese we bibi kase bi na uhie sika bi na opese apply for loan na akọ affect. Another piece in here, in fact, some of us ebi ohwa na akoda bi maami bi obi nipa nkra no ida say yenim no baabi ana say yenim no kra yan support nipa no wa kwan bia so but na ya age ne socials na ya dia beka ye de ho na ya dia file your taxes na ya be ya one no ebi ohwa ebenya big refund na ya de but you can't dependent this is somebody at least was supporting nipa no half of the time but one supporting nipa no one ye bibia, but within the socials near there no a claim me for say no. These are some of the things I say yeah careful home because when they find out to say nipa no cry like one supporting work when be as well, then how do you even claim that person is your dependent when they are not into just wanted to shed some light on some of these things. You know. Yeah, and Tiffany Isaac, yeah, now we can go on, the avoidance. You know.
Okay, good. And I was talking about dependence, paying back on that, very important to be careful because some people say that I may kind of say some tax preparers would want to, keep you as a client, so they might do anything possible to give you a bigger refund. But at the end of the day, that's how I'm here. They are putting you in trouble. And I've seen one not too long ago, and I see that people do it all the time. I say some preparers are not really in business as professionals, but they have an idea how things go. So what they do is that they will just take any free software online. When you go to them, then they will use that free software and create an account for you and prepare the taxes for you. And it's only we are. So over here at the bottom, I was say prepare a signature. I know how I was a training. Not one case I'll do now. Into a prepare more we adu sika, but only obligation be to say return. In other words, if IRS comes back to pursue you, his hands or her hands are clean. Yeah. Because in fact, professional software be or no company be and I said yeah, the neighbor go has prepare or the free software I am out. And those people they can put anything on there just to make you get more money, especially so that they can also maybe charge you more and they can keep you as a client. And they're very careful, especially so audio tax documents we are. She also prepare information or prepare a signature, be an address, be prepare tax identification number. In short, you're from the P10. I know money now.
I know the door shut. That means they'll
make sure say I convince say the person that did the taxes for you, have owned up to it. And Sabanas Hadia, when they charge you, and I say if anything should come up, they should be able to assist in that regard. And qualifications are obitim qualifiers depend on maybe that's not a topic for today. Today I'll drop that and I will jump onto the avoidance. Evasions are illegal, and I think we've given lots of examples. Now, when we talk about avoidance, we are talking basically about structuring your affairs in such a way so you end up paying less taxes to the government. And these are the clause structuring your affairs, very important. That means what planning in such a way say more taxes. And it also has mostly to do with the knowledge of your tax preparer. Because there are some tax preparers they know so okay, some do share base, but they don't really understand taxes so well. Said they have an expectation of what results should be coming out. And they are very careful who we also ask to prepare our taxes. And when your preparer is very knowledgeable, they can help you avoid a lot of taxes, which is legal. Okay, so a very simple example here. So then, Opanye Beneza Air can say, oh, what got us a so time to engage you, ABA or babies, I say. Truly, recently, my client about documentation be like what they bring me. Not some share numbers na show for deductions na way low. And maybe some say ne transactions and when did they start engaging in that Since the beginning of the year. I mean, after the first quarter. And I'm so okay. Then the expense to claim should be covering from the first quarter beginning to the end of the year. But the excess, in even $500. So, and you're right. And my boss source documentation. I'm going to source documentation if I'm remember. Ampa or they buy and number there was over $7,000.
Wow.
But not the organization they actually tax document, they are brand also in $500. And I make say this is what I was talking about. So alert them and let them know they have made a mistake and let them send you a revised tax document. And they did it, and that person has been able to get huge deductions. I know a way of tax avoidance. Assuming that so sort of documents in the tax very nice with him the whole year. And no answer or the other brand are the ashes and we are not your boogum and say the union piano. Now wasn't it? The knowledge of the tax preparer also goes a long way to help you avoid taxes. For example, and another very good example here. Some fancy beer or student loans will be na bank and the loan natural. So it says the loan in the US system, it becomes income to you. Out of taxes. But there are circumstances under which you can exclude loan from becoming income. So when the tax preparer knows about these circumstances, they can ask you questions about, okay, did you do this? Do you have this? Does this situation apply to you? If it apply to you, okay, then let's use this to exclude that income. See, some fancy be the 100,000 actual now say situation I apply to you, and I've done it for a few people. Illegal. Situations I apply to you, then sikana and keba tasema what they are for kakano aboy in every home. Tax avoidance it goes a long way. It goes a long way. I know legal. The first part in here, structuring your affairs, that is planning very well during the tax year. And number two, the knowledge of your tax preparer also goes a long way to help you. Because even when you don't know, they're able to bring the issues up to help you avoid taxes.
Yeah, Penny Isaac, there was a brave for this vital information. No, yeah, because all the time, yet here for a certain our journey, I say Yamawa Kwaba to Premier Financial Advisory Program. No, this week and in a few weeks away, and no, you shedding more light on taxes. Some of these basic things and mistakes be fire taxes no you throw some light on it sani abaya ye na no ibenya sa awareness no so wokoya taxes are neoma esa wo hwehwe or within the year no akwan obefa so ayesa wo plan no ho na watoto neoma yie sani abaya at the end of the year no wokoya taxes ne ade a ekabia emma nti you take it time aka tax invasion ye mu bebre ho ye nimsa de we pa me ye enye adepa nso chenchene a sane abeya menya ye fairness a big return to no na ma ye also Penny Isaac, one of the things that comes into mind no me boa will be with the taxes like a few years ago near there na oye wie ya no ono no ye na ade na ye se ode ade na ko na omochro ne se omaya amendment amano na ekase na ode ne ade na ontiase nti he came to me na ye review ade and to come to find out no me free you form chrono na there was na ye a credit card forgiveness.
Okay.
Into or more credit card forgiveness, there are some boxes be a form so. Na form no they check one of the boxes no. And no yeah and one check box no I want into no one check no Emma no said that amount and it's not taxable until when near there. But IRS funds when no almost amendment the brand said that amount it was over about $9,000 is taxable. Internet just said how much I saw Nutriana back and was almost like $5,000 near there. Inti yeah cano. Inti be beside and say, oh yeah, the no form and say yes. Nam si who say box ya check yes. And I'm saying I na oh yeah no one check here no so na me check here now a ye me refund in every ho. But say me on check it pa na fidi refund in na ba na me say yes. This is where the mistake is coming from. Inti wabo trimu po say oh yeah the knowing said this is not the right in so ebebre. You're saying yeah time so I deal with avoidance on say senior penny MITS no or structure or plan year on some of us you the opportunity say you can put some money in either IRA accounting Roth this annual money here just a bit to help you senior beya with tax liability this annual money no a beya less. Also, sometimes you wonder, I didn't hear, or more making more income, and they end up paying less. And and we end up paying more, all because we don't plan well. And there are so many things we can take advantage of. We are not doing it. Into a baby now we end up paying more taxes. Into yet for yenim say at least yabefa BB every the year can in the interest of time, I know say you tackle exemptions, need deductions, and credits na a longer into say maybe penny boy na who the standard deductions and itemized deduction. These are two things, in fact, all the time we get confused, sir. The I qualify for. Do I have a choice, say, me come task prepare what chin I mean say we na me pe near there. And now say based on me and me situation a bit determined, say this is what baby, this is what I for, and this is what I qualify for.
Okay, so before I get to that, my main we say one thing quickly. Also, your engines and as your machines are through which we are able to avoid. There are a lot of them, and I think we are talking about some of them. Maybe next time I'll see it me take it time, let me tackle a year. Say the various engines like traditional IRAs and health savings accounts and stuffs in now they are very good avenues until they maybe next time you shut up a time and they can also not make avoidance. There's one I think that I don't know, especially when they are married and their spouses are overseas. I mean, can also briefly, quickly.
Right, sure.
So I said, based on the U.S. tax law, when you are married, it doesn't matter where you got married. You are married, and you are married. It is a spouse to Mexico. When I say, someone were on cut as well. It presupposes say, "Mawari." Except someone were on cut as well. Sometimes I don't put me the new advantage to me young maybe, but the law and say, the good side of that law and say, even when your spouse is in Ghana or maybe anywhere overseas, and you are married, you can still file joint returns with them, and your process are first with the SRD. We've done it for some people, and very helpful because standard deduction as because here, will have something to do with that. And maybe I'll talk about it when I get into it. See, because a standard deduction, basically a deduction be a buying on will be based on of filing status. and truly good in the sense wo income na wanya for the whole year no abana ka say okay mama obia sa deduction we say fate so ansa na ya calculate taxes in say the test not say calculate taxes ni we are near the sa taxes na compare the tete or W2s ni other sources no in say taxes na kana or no say bro the tete or W2 no so na in other words no so glemu 3 and 4 na say ya until case na say tax liability be abroad ya tete no so that means all the car you'll have to go and pay back to the IRS. But if you so be claim 0 and 1 na say see more on the W2 and other places na the tax liability be less than the year 10 na that means you're telling more than what he or she was supposed to pay, then the person gets a refund. And the salary deduction may be a abandoned count was obi ultimate ne taxable income. So I'm on taxable income the buffer. And for the year 2022, no. Sorry, a singular and as a married filing separately. Or taxable income $12,950. $12,950 times 2, of course, 25,900. So you're double. Married and filing jointly. That's a double. No. Why head of household at 19,500. And I said, in case it be as a within the past 3 years, and also no, you can still file as joint. I don't know or status on your friend say, oh yeah, qualifying widow and as a surviving spouse. You still get a standard deduction of 25,900. No? I don't know. You can file that with that status in that year now. And the subsequent 2 years. But in case you got married along the line, yeah, that status goes away. So that's how it works. It is a deductions where a total income, so taxable income the buffer, or tax liability in the buffer. That's the reason why so we will have say unqualified for head of household cry will say tax the price. I mean no head of house. It's just because of the standard deduction because and also 9,500 as so 12,950 now single we are married and filing separately. But alternatively, so for instance, if your income was 100,000, that's a main fancy beer, your standard deduction to simplify the whole thing was $20,000. Now your taxable income becomes $80,000. In that case, assuming you are in the 20% tax bracket, that means that taxes are going to be around $16,000. So, and the sanity. And the more the standard deduction, the lower your taxes are going to be. So, as an alternative to standard deduction, you itemize deductions or itemized deductions, and not only deductions we are buying the case okay. So, to escape for normal beer, and also to make a cancer kind of treat any now boom. In case I say so change standard deduction now, brabette no moment of standard deduction. So you choose between the bigger of the two, either standard or itemized. And the itemized deductions is also there. But we state and local taxes. W2 so it is 7 funds in state of Maryland, state of Virginia, state of DC, state of Texas. Texas got almost state taxes. Maybe states be almost state taxes, Chicago near there, like Illinois near there. So state taxes now you are able to itemize it. In other words, you are able to add to other if the total is more than your standard deduction, you deduct that instead of your standard deduction, which gives you much more tax benefit. In the state and local taxes, if your locality also charges tax, the city in which you live, there are places like Ohio where they have locality taxes. In the Nina Bekabum, state and local taxes. It's only one of them. 2, medical expenses are now borrow 7.5% of your adjusted gross income. In other words, if your medical expenses were maybe 10,000 and your adjusted gross income was maybe 50,000, and let's simplify the whole thing. Say adjusted gross income was 100,000. 7.5% best 7,500. Now say your medical expenses were 10,000. That means the excess of 10,000 over 7,500, which is 2,005, 2,005 can be itemized as medical expenses. Or CASAFA or medical expenses or state and local taxes or charitable donations. So people use the donations that they give to a 501c3 and nonprofit like a church in tithes and offerings. Some people also donate materials near their day. Organizations like Goodwill and all those places. And also they are able to quantify that monetarily to claim that deduction. So charitable deductions, Jharkhand state and local taxes, medical expenses in excess of 7.5% of your AGI, charitable donations. Sometimes, even if you drove to do charity work or mileage, charitable mileage could also be converted into dollars and added to your charitable donations. And four, interest on mortgage and property taxes. Sometimes from 2017 to 2020, almost the same now it's been deducted mortgage insurance premium. But beginning 2021, won't mean deductible unless or property rental property and I say the year business. And see, so no matter come once a year or real estate taxes or state and local taxes or mortgage interest or charitable donations or medical expenses, 7.5% of your AGI and a few other things could be added together. And some of them, when you add them together, it'll be about $35,000. That's when you're just and I say, so almost 25,900. 35 for also China be near the minimum market. And so that's the main difference between the standard deductions and the itemized deductions. Whichever is bigger, gives you the best tax benefit.
Yeah, Penny, that was for that great information with your mind. I did about sometimes in fans your for shannon so say almost say cancer you can itemize way no bet me list all these expenses near there which is great. However, no a be na we income no so no enisru bebre inti ubewie no yes you can itemize and get all this but and shada wow bebre because of the income nankasa na and shada any asru bebre ninti no the benefit is say you don't get it because also say income no certain threshold for example say it's about in fact 60 or 70 already no mummy no 60 70 more 24 something which free more akaka krabi into ebe we are so na just some tax and cry kitty be near the anti why itemize anti sometimes people go oh yeah na the thing says I may itemize yeah definitely no say income no cry less except me still minya big refund be because of say the difference may itemize no standard deduction here 10,000 just 10,000 I say abandoning na a mame and then say sometimes it doesn't work that way. Penny de kind account who bebre so when ya tax preparer or you're knowledgeable onim de or to me advice so on the right course to take, the right action plan to me at the end of the day expenses be so we bring it up then the panel and review any many na own way ni no making sure say the and a bebo as ye can in fact before years ago NASA standard deduction yes you see a num 24 something is your first name rules akra on say near what the exemptions near there just said but you see yes almost streamline you many na ade ne kosro nti obia no either way no so would even standard no kra na is very helpful aboa nkofro bebre ni ade nti anwumre yada yetiefo nyina ase for taking the time and not to be with us yenim say information ya share na anwumre no are valuable to baby awutie every bia no na maybe some of this information no unim dada but it's a reminder ebi honso a unim this is the first time and also try no one can say bisa ho say what areas and made to me and make adjustments near the nti Penny Isaac yebema wa my your last words na ye de adwuma de no e de abenawe.
Okay. In terms of the all kind of no ya can be brave na they na all consider and so people think that if they are able to itemize that, it should give them a bigger refund. Meanwhile, if you're not going to so. But a very interesting aspect of that thing is that there's, for the most part, there's a correlation between your total itemized expenses and even your income. Because truly, if your income was only 30,000, there is no way you can donate $20,000. Yes. If your income was only 30,000, there's no way you can pay medical expenses for $30,000 unless if you are easy for one care, if you are for the most part, you know, or income enter down, so no, or itemize expenses and also so they end up using the standard deduction. Like I don't know the best benefit for them.
Right.
But maybe in rare instances, you know, that might happen. Say, yeah, like with me, itemize it, but not our income. But you know, some people said, let's make sure that we find the right people almost all the right moral aptitudes, because I've seen people's returns when their incomes were in the 30,000 range, yet normal charitable donations are $20,000. I was always say, oh yes, I did pay. It is not why you did not. Let's look for the right people who have the correct moral aptitudes. So just apart from the knowledge, you know, help with our taxes.
All right, you're here for Yadamasbebre, Penny Isaac, Yadawase for enumerate so. It's in Yamia next week, Yame Eddie Yankwa Echaya, Yabesan Eshia, na Yatwa, your tax discussion. So until next week, you know, Yame Enkan.